Welcome to another adventure. Before the video starts, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Now, enjoy the video. Today we're watching SCP-1504. Ooh, this one's gonna be a good one. Let's just dive right into it.
This document was recovered from the site-redacted precious document vault.
Anomalous object AO-1504 WGG-YXJK. Item description: an unremarkable man who was not able to be harmed. Date of recovery. Location of recovery. Current status: AO-1504 is held in a standard humanoid containment cell, which has been stricken from the document and replaced with missing. Addendum 1504-1. Interviewed: AO-1504. Interviewer: Dr. Lloyd. Forward: AO-1504 is being questioned on its background. Playing log now.
What is your name? I don't remember. Joe something. Okay.
Don't say Joe Mama.
Now, what year were you born? 1982. Thank you for the year, but do you have an exact date? No, I never knew when I was born. Oh, excuse me. My nose is bleeding. I'm sorry. That was weird. I've never been prone to random nosebleeds.
It's fine. Maybe a storm is coming. I've heard that changing air pressure can make a person's nose bleed.
Maybe.
That's spooky.
Do you know why you can't be hurt?
I don't really want to talk about it.
That's fine. Thank you for your cooperation with today's interview. You may return to your room.
That is spooky, dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry. What the fuck was that? This is gonna be a good one. I can tell. This one is gonna be a good one. Oh Jesus.
Addendum 1504-2.
We didn't know his true anomaly. We didn't know what he could really do. I guess he affects computers too. Our automatic security system began to have hiccups. A breach here, a breach there, but nothing that surprised us. But then, our Keter got out. Only about half of the staff here realized it. The other half all died. We managed to contain it. We sent a request for more staff, but they never responded. Our supplies were dwindling, so we asked for more. Nothing. They didn't even acknowledge our existence. We had more breaches, more deaths, yet we never questioned these breaches or these deaths. I don't know why we didn't question those deaths. Earlier today, we had a site-wide containment breach.
Oh Jesus
All
Christ.
the doors opened because of those hiccups I mentioned earlier. Most of the remaining staff members are dead. Those who are still alive are few and far between. We can't contain a breach of this magnitude. All other Foundation sites will probably ignore it. They'll cite it as completely normal and ignore it. I'm gonna put this in the vault, then set off the on-site nuke. I'm already badly hurt, and the blast would save more lives than it will end. If anyone ever finds this, tell my wife that I love her. And I'm sorry for spending so much time in my job. Tell her that I said goodbye, and that I'm thinking of her as I die. This is researcher Darrell Lloyd, signing out.
Ooh.
Addendum 1504-3.
God damn.
The site nuclear warhead was detonated on to counteract a Class 7 containment breach. A total of anomalies were destroyed in the blast. 2 anomalies were recovered, and anomalies are missing, including AO-1504. The Foundation personnel died inside.
Wow, dude. Wait, that's crazy. You know what I think is the perhaps most interesting part of it is actually not the big thing. Although that is the reason why this thing I'm going to mention feels more important. It's the nosebleed. The nosebleed itself seems so small, so minute. It sounds weird, but it's nearly like it's affecting electricity itself in a new way. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm getting? But dude, could you imagine though? Everything is fine. It's your average Saturday at the Foundation. You click the card in. Good day, fellas. How you doing? You know, greeting the security. Everything is fine, dude. Then this crazy ass dude opens every single door to every SCP, dude. Like right? Since he couldn't die, right? He probably wouldn't die from the nuke either, right? I'm guessing if it's a guy who can't get hurt, well, the nuke won't do anything either. Which means that he's still alive. But I wonder how he made the doctor bleed, though. That's the weird thing. I mean, it might have been an anomaly. It might have been just like, oh, it just fucking happened, you know? But I do have a feeling there's more to it. Let's continue.
This document has been updated per the new information recovered from
that's-
Site Redacted.
That thing scares me every time, man.
Item number SCP-1504. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1504 is not currently contained. If any Foundation personnel see the subject, they are to contact the current project head. In the event SCP-1504 is found, it is to be brought to Area 114 and contained in a 3x3x3 meter containment chamber.
So he's on the
To
loose.
enter the subject's containment chamber, a total of 4 Level 3 staff members are needed. 2 staff members must remain inside the control room to remotely enact the failsafe should a containment breach occur. The failsafe consists of flooding the containment chamber and surrounding areas with halothane vapor, which is proven to be the only viable method to incapacitate SCP-1504. Viable method to incapacitate SCP-1504 was stricken from the document. Extensive research has shown that SCP-1504 can be incapacitated by blunt force trauma to the head. The subject is to be kept fully confined and incapacitated at all times through the use of restraints and halothane vapor. Other staff members must release multiple locks simultaneously. A minimum of 4 guards are to be protecting them at this time. After all locks are released, 1 staff member may enter the containment chamber. The guards must be ready for a containment breach at all times. The containment chamber is open. No automatic systems may be used in Area 114. All doors and containers must be locked using simple combination locks or simple padlocks. All personnel working at Area 114 must have a high aptitude for parapsychology or a strong resilience to perception shifts. Description: SCP-1504 is a Caucasian male, standing at 1.95 meters tall. The subject's appearance is unremarkable, aside from a small birthmark on its right shoulder. SCP-1504's anomalous traits include its inability to be harmed or killed. All actions carried out by SCP-1504 will be perceived by surrounding individuals as being within expectations for the situation. SCP-1504 has been known to attack personnel, who will then believe circumstance or their own doing has hurt them. The subject is able to affect electronic and automatic systems.
I do find it interesting that the personnel had to be strong against perception altering. Because I do wonder how it is he affects their mind. I mean, maybe we'll get to know real soon. But I am quite curious. Like, how is it that he actually affects their mind? In what ways, dude? And the second thing I'm wondering, is he doing it on purpose, or is it something that he can't control? Because that is also that's important, you know? As of right now, he's still on the loose, in a way. So that means he actually survived the nuke. Imagine that, dude. Let's keep going.
SCP-1504 was brought to the attention of the Foundation because of its inability to be harmed. and was classified as an anomalous object after initial testing. The subject was held at site in the anomalous object wing of the facility. A site-wide security failure and subsequent containment breach resulted in the on-site nuclear warhead being detonated. SCP-1504 was declared missing after a search of the site did not reveal a confirmed death. A low-priority search was issued, but was soon raised to high priority after the above document was found. Mobile Task Force ETA-6, aka Awareness Filters, was formed to find SCP-1504.
Of course, dude. Motherfuckers were like, it's just like that thing that doesn't get hurt. That's fine, dude. And then they see like he was the one that released all the SCP, malfunctioned all the fucking security, containment stuff, right? Everything that was automatic or electrical just fried. The doctor who interviewed him had a huge fucking nosebleed and probably affects people's minds, dude. People, I bet they read those documents and went like, oh shit, we need to find this dude. This might be the strongest SCP so far that we have encountered. Like, think about it. He can't die. That's a pretty strong power, you know. If he was to be put up against anybody else, he couldn't lose. So it would be a tie or a win, right? He couldn't lose. He can't die.
Addendum 1504-1. After being further analyzed and sent through multiple filters, it was discovered that SCP-1504's responses were different from what was previously recorded. The document has been updated to include these responses.
Whoa!
Interviewed, SCP-1504. Interviewer, Dr. Lloyd. Forward. SCP-1504 is being questioned on its background. Playing log, now.
What is your name?
I'm not gonna tell you. You'll just ignore me.
Okay. Now, what year were you born?
Told you. You wouldn't even notice if I punched you in the nose.
Thank you for the year. But do you have an exact date?
I didn't give you a fucking year. Hey Doc, watch this.
Oh, excuse me. My nose is bleeding.
What?
I'm sorry. That was weird. I've never been prone to random nosebleeds.
It's because I fucking punched you.
Maybe. Do you know why you can't be hurt?
I could say anything. I could do anything. I could say that I'm gonna rape and kill your wife, and you wouldn't even notice. Hell, I could actually rape and kill your wife, and you wouldn't notice. I'm living in a virtual hell because I can't die. I'm gonna step outside this room and take a guard's gun. And I'm gonna shoot myself with that gun, and nothing, fucking nothing, is gonna happen. Do you know what that feels like? To be in a room crowded with people, and they all ignore you. Do you know how hellish my life is? I want to die.
That's fine. Thank you for your cooperation with today's interview. You may return to your room.
Bro, wait, hold horses, dude. What? So he, oh my goodness, that revealed so fucking much, though. Okay, so he's like, it's like he's trapped in a different reality, but in the same reality, where nobody understands him. Everybody ignores him completely, and he can't die. Dude, oh my god. This man, that must be the worst possible hell I can imagine, dude. That's really cool too, because that means we got not only, we were introduced like in the beginning, right? With what, if we were in the room, that's what we would have heard. We would have heard exactly what we saw in the first dialogue. It's like, what's your name? Joe Mama, got him. When were you born? 1982. Like, we would have heard those things and it would be fine, right? But then in the second one, you get to hear the real one, the actual one, which is so cool, because that is like, now we know how he perceives anything, and perhaps even a slight step above that, now we can technically communicate with him. My slow goldfish brain, of course, forgot how they were able to see the original, the actual interview itself. That means that does confirm one thing, though. That does confirm things. He affects everything that has to do with electricity, including the electricity that is between our own neurons, right? So it blocks perception, it blocks the ability to comprehend what he's saying. Man, so that means if they contact him again and contain him, they might be able, at least what they can do is that they can say what was on the original, or like the second interview to him. But even then though, even if, okay, just think about it, let's take it another step further. Let's say they do get him, and they're going to do the interview with him, and they bring up this point. What if it alters in your mind as you try to present it to the person? Do you know what I'm saying? Because that might be the case. Like, as soon as you try to explain, like, oh, we heard that you're actually trapped in this bitch, right? It might be like, what is your name, Joe? Is it Joe Mama still? You know? He's still born in 1982? You know, so it might affect it so that you're literally unable to communicate back to him. But you know, I guess you gotta try. But of course he's on the loose, so we don't really fucking know anything about him. But maybe as time goes by, we'll get an update on that front. That would be cool. If they caught up to him again, that would be fucking awesome.
Okay. This concludes our lecture for today. Thank you very much for listening, if indeed you still are, and you were all dismissed.
Thank you. Bye, Vog. Thank you for the video. That was awesome.
I would like to give a special thank.
Yeah, I'm not interested in your patrons. Sorry. That was great, dude. I love that. Think about affecting electrical signals, impulses, currents, in such a manner that nobody can actually talk to who you are. Like, that's the perfect hell. Like, that's what you would maybe want for your worst enemy, you know? Like, yeah, you can walk through this world, but nobody can talk to you. Nobody can really communicate with you. It's like, as social creatures, as creatures of the group, if you will, of the tribe, that would be terrible in every, like, conceivable manner, right? You know what's maybe even worse than that? Just as another step forward. He probably can't use a computer because he will just keep changing, like he will just keep fucking with the signals and with the electrical components in the computer, right? He will just keep fucking with them, so he can never watch YouTube. Think about that. Never be able to watch YouTube. Can't own a cell phone. Doesn't work. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, you can always come with some suggestions of what to react to next. It will be added to the list. We have like 24 videos in the list. So it's going to be put at the bottom though, so you're going to have to be a little bit patient. But other than that, thank you for watching. Peace.